So one of the reasons I don't want to get married right now, I'll be honest with you guys, is because I feel like this isn't coming from a low place. I'm not like depressed or anything about, oh, why am I not married and stuff like that. Bear in mind, I'm 23 years old, so I'm at that age where I probably should be married at this age, right? But the reason why I'm not so sad about it is because I've realized, guys, whenever someone gets married and they're not solid in who they are, they can get easily warped by the girl. I've seen it happen so many times where a guy is somewhat about his business, right? He's somewhat fit, maybe not crazy solid, like okay, like he's all right, yeah? He gets married, he gets excited, puts on a ton of weight. Quite literally, I've seen at least 10 guys, right? I look at them, I'm like, you've definitely put on at least 10 kgs. That's about 22 pounds, right? And that's a lot of weight, guys. And then the woman starts disrespecting him. She starts taking the piss out of him in front of other people while he's there, and he's like, can't say anything. And that's such a position that I don't want to be in, where you're coming from the back foot. Me right now, what back foot am I on? Obviously, I've got my goals to hit 10% body fat, and that is a big priority of my life. Big priority. And I pray, inshallah, Allah grants me that. But secondly, finances, guys. As you know, right now I'm in Gatwick Airport. I'm in the private hire vehicle drop-off waiting area. Essentially, this is where Uber drivers, Bolt drivers, they all come, and then they're waiting for jobs here. I'm not waiting for a job. I'm gonna go home. I'm just chilling, right? Because when you take a job from here, you go to some random places, and I need to try hit gym. So actually, I will, inshallah. And plus, it's Saturday, so it should be busy in my home area anyway. So I'm just gonna go back. So I'm on the back foot when it comes to not having a career. I don't have a degree. So essentially, in the arranged marriage market, I'm low value, which is fair enough. Completely fair enough, guys. The game is the game, right? I understand that if a girl of, let's say around my age, about 23 years old, 22, 21 years old, if she has a degree, which she most likely does in this day and age, right? Me being an Uber driver, their father is gonna be like he's automatically gonna write me off. He's gonna be like, oh, you're just an Uber driver. Alright, cool, on that. It doesn't matter. Even, guys, as an Uber driver, you make about £900 to 1.2k every single week, right? After costs, a week, probably make about £700, okay? Me personally, maybe I make about £600 to £700 because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not out non-stop. I've got other things that I need to do. I've got classes and things. But let's say about £700, yeah? Guys, that's better than a lot of jobs, right? That's better than a lot of jobs. I'm saying those jobs that people are nurses in the NHS, I'm talking about men, or they work in admin. I've seen guys, they literally, quite frankly, they work in admin at the NHS and they get married because they got the job title. Yeah, not that they're a doctor, they just say, yeah, I work for the NHS. Yeah, I work for a pharmacy. But the thing is, the perception of that job is, oh yeah, he's got his life kind of figured out. He's got his life sorted out. He's got a trajectory that he's on. Whereas with an Uber driver, what the father sees is, oh, he's just a low-skilled worker. It's nothing special. And plus, no matter what you say, education has got its benefits, right? It does give you that title. And I understand that even a girl with her paradigm, her warped paradigm, right? She's gonna subconsciously be thinking like, oh, he doesn't even have a degree. I've got a degree. I understand that, and that's completely fine. And I think a girl that has a degree, she should definitely marry a guy that also has a degree, but I don't have one, so I can't. So I need to make up for that in terms of finances and different kind of status, right? So I can't just focus on Uber. Obviously, you guys know I'm getting out of Uber, inshallah. That's my idea, is to get out of Uber and go into sales, because sales is a skill. It's a very difficult and hard skill to develop, but it's such a life-changing skill that can be utilized in the future for so many things, and it has the potential to make a good amount of money. And guys, thinking long term, thinking if I want to go into business and stuff, if I have the one skill that would be amazing to have, is going to be this skill of sales. So that's something I'm definitely going to get into, inshallah. But yeah, so I don't want to be on the back foot when it comes to marriage. Not only that, there's so many things in life that I want to do, right? I want to travel. I want to become more of a well-rounded person altogether, and I want to go into marriage, yeah, knowing like, yeah, I'm this kind of person. I do this kind of stuff. I am disciplined, and I want it to be clear as day, right? I want my identity to be so disciplined. I'm so ingrained in that identity, right? That when a woman comes into my life, she can't change me for the worse. Even if she does it subconsciously, right? She can't, because I'm so solid in who I am. And hopefully, but the thing is, guys, it's not like I'm writing off marriage. I really want to get married, but I understand that everything has its due timing. Like, if I could get married by the age of 24, 25, I would be very happy. I'd be, alhamdulillah, bro. I'd make dua for that, man, because I do want a righteous wife. But the righteous women are for the righteous guys. So you have to understand, it's all about attracting that woman, because Allah will give it to you, but you just need to deserve it. So I can't expect to get a 10 out of 10 wife, beautiful, righteous, if I'm not myself good looking, as much good looking as I could be, or I'm not righteous as well. And it's the righteousness behind closed doors, not just outwardly righteous, guys. I mean, who's the one that's going to give my wife to me? It's going to be Allah, right? So what I do behind closed doors will truly matters. So I'm very hopeful that Allah is going to bless me with a wife, and I do want to have children and stuff. Unfortunately, I've got cousins. Not fortunate, alhamdulillah, they've had children and stuff, and we were really close cousins when we were younger, and it breaks my heart that we're not so close anymore due to like family politics, stuff like that. And they live so close, they live a stone's throw away, yet when two of them have had kids, and it makes me feel like crying, the fact that I haven't even seen their kids. So, and I know my mom feels like crying as well, because she'd even said it, like she feels like crying that she hasn't seen their kids as well. Because at the end of the day, no matter your differences in your family, you still have a lot of love for those family members and for their kids. Just automatically, Allah puts that rahmah in your heart. So my goal is to get a good wife with Allah's permission and have some kids, man, because what is the one of the best things from this dunya is to have a righteous wife and to have righteous kids that make dua for you after you're married. But guys, everything has its due timing. Allah has his plan, and his is the best of plans. So guys, stick to what you want to do. You want to get married, you need to put in the groundwork, you need to put the foundations into place. Otherwise, when you do get married, that building of marriage is going to tumble and crash, bro. It's going to crash. So I'm trying to strengthen these foundations, right? Spiritually, my deen has to be a big priority, my physical health, my fitness, my discipline, and of course finances, guys. I don't want to be an Uber driver no longer, and it's not a problem against Uber drivers. It's just I know that to get married it's not going to help, and I need to get married to protect myself, from my desires. Man's going to be roasting and that. But yeah, man, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get married just right now. But when Allah opens that door, he will open that door. And I just don't, to be honest, I don't know how I'm going to find a wife as well. So obviously I don't go to university or anything like that. So inshallah, man, Allah will open the door, and I'm very hopeful, and I'm sure of it, man. He's done it for many other guys. Many guys my age are married, alhamdulillah. Some maybe even have kids, and may Allah bless them and their families, man. But yeah, everything all in its due timing. I can't go chasing a wife. I would love to attract a wife. That's my kind of mindset right now in getting married. So make dua for me, man. Make dua for me. I'll make dua for you, man, because I can't lie, this is such a pivotal, life-changing thing, and you can't take it easy. Like, even when I do have more marriage prospects, I'm not just gonna go for the first girl I see. There's a lot of things in play, like, does she want to make hijrah? Does she want to have a lot of kids? Does she want to pursue Islamic knowledge? Does she want to learn Arabic? there's a lot to it, right? Not every girl wants that, and that's fine. That's for certain guys, and I want a certain kind of girl, but I need to be a certain kind of guy to achieve that and to deserve that. So that's fair. That's why I'm not rushing it, but I am putting the groundwork down, and I hope you guys are too. So stay blessed, man. May Allah reward all of you guys for all your hard work during Ramadan. Keep it up, man. Life is short. Life is short. Love.